I'm Evon Estrop, and this is my husband, Peter. Our grandchildren, Maesi and Maia. We were sending our sister off at the airport, and he went to the gents, and after 20 minutes, I was thinking, oh, what's happening here, you know? Is he ill? Is he sick? So when I was walking towards the gents, he came out, you know, and you could see he was very disturbed. What's wrong? Did something happen? He says, I got lost in the toilet. And that's when he was diagnosed, after tests, of course, with Alzheimer's disease. So nothing is held back from the children. The day Peter was diagnosed with dementia, they were told. Thereafter, they took it upon themselves to read up about dementia. And, you know, it blew my mind that, you know, when I asked both the grandchildren, you know, do you know what Alzheimer's is? Do you know what dementia is? And they knew, you know, what it is. And so I would think that we are walking this journey together, and they're supporting us.
I felt quite heartbroken when I found out because I was worried about him, that he might forget simple things and maybe even our names. I was also told that the condition could worsen over time and he could forget things like me. So I was quite sad. Nowadays, I try to encourage me and Maia to go over to their house and do activities with him, because we found out that it actually slows down the dementia from getting to his brain. I started to talk to him a lot more and learn more about things like his army life and how he was when he was younger and how hard he worked to get the position that he has in the army. Even with him getting older, he still manages to stay fit and stay strong and healthy. I feel like he's healthier than me because I can't do anything that he does. So I feel like, yeah, I'm pretty proud of him.
You know, being in commando for nearly 30 years, you know, and never having a shock like this for me, you know, you wouldn't expect it. Me now with dementia, sometimes, I mean, I make mistakes, but they cover up with me. So that's the best thing, you know, when you see what we have built over the years.
No words can explain how much I love them. Because they're like, technically to me, they're like a part of me. Without them, I'm not me. Because they spoil us so much, they love us so much. I can't even explain how much they love us. I feel as though they're like a pillar in my life. Even though Pops has this newfound journey in his life, I still see him as my grandfather, and I treasure him a lot.
It's only now that I see how strong they are. You know, it could be, you might think they're just children, but there's a lot of love that is in it, you know, and you don't usually see it unless, you know, something happens. It's not about us showing the love for them, but it's surprising to see how much love they got for us. So it's not just about dementia, it's about life. And that's what you all must remember also. A lot of things can happen in the world. You just have to be able to be strong enough to challenge it. For me, what's going to happen to me? All of us one day will have to go. And I want to be remembered as happy. I want to be remembered that Pops always loved you. Okay? And I'll never forget you.
I would tell them, don't think that they're a lost cause already, like they're completely gone.
Yeah.
Just try to help him out, make sure he or she is doing activities to keep the dementia from getting to them, and to be there for them if they're having trouble or anything.
I know what it was like to find out the news that my grandfather has dementia. So I think first I would comfort them, tell them to do not fret, and to just continue their relationship with their grandparents. They're still their grandparents, they're still a person, and they still have feelings.
It's not about being the best. It's about giving your best.
Just have that 5 minutes with your grandmother and have a conversation that, that will give you volumes of information. Could be the past, what your grandfather used to do, what your parents are doing. All this matters. Because when you make time, that's part of bonding. And when there's a bond, it's very difficult to break. And it must start from you. And that's very important.